Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 183. The noun phrase today is a drop in the bucket. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. One can also say a drop in the ocean to have the same meaning, but a drop in the ocean sounds more extreme because, of course, it's an ocean instead of a whole bucket. Yeah, so an ocean, of course, is a lot larger than just the bucket. All right, let's continue. If someone says that something is a drop in the bucket, it means that it is something that's very tiny or an inadequate amount, especially towards dealing with or solving a much bigger problem or a much larger problem. Okay, let's continue. The origin of the phrase comes from two Bible translations. First in 1382 by John Wycliffe. Later on, it appeared in the 1611 version of the King James Bible, Isaiah 40:15. Yeah, remember, of course, I don't know, you can't really give them the full credit for coining it because they're just translating it. But the way they translated it is the way that the phrase is formed, and this is what it came from. So the two of them translated in this way, and this is where we get the terms, a drop in the bucket. Okay, let's continue. Here's the quote. Behold, the nations are a drop in the bucket. The nations, meaning the countries, are a drop in the bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. So, well, I don't know. Maybe we're not as significant as we think we are sometimes. Okay, so, each person, each thing is small in comparison to the whole picture of what's going on. All right, let's continue. And we got three examples here. That was a nice donation, but it is still a drop in the bucket in comparison to what is needed and to what we need. So it was nice. It sounded like a pretty good amount, but, we need so much more. This is just a very small amount. All right, number two. If you want anything to be done, you need to organize thousands of people to protest. One complaint letter is just a drop in the bucket. No one is going to pay attention to it. So you need to be much bigger. Remember, sometimes we also had that phrase, there's strength in numbers. So it's kind of like that idea. This one complaint letter is just a drop in the bucket. All right, and number three here. If we ever have a worldwide economic crash, thousands of banks will go down, and the government says it will back the bank accounts of bank customers, but the amount of money they have in their funds to do this is a drop in the ocean. Yeah, I forget which one said it. I don't remember if it was the World Bank or the IMF, but one of them said that the next major crash we have, like 2008, perhaps 40% of the world banks will go down. So if they went down that much, and the government says they'll back them, they can't back that many banks. They can't back that many large banks because the money they put aside for that emergency is just a drop in the ocean or a drop in the bucket. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.